Welcome to Sweet Tea and Roses and Merry Christmas. Can you believe it's already here? I am doing a collaboration with Teri at Sweet Pea Papers, and welcome to Crafty Christmas. Teri's Crafty Christmas. There is 40 plus collaborators, 20 plus prizes. And let's see, let's just read this off. Welcome to the second annual Teri's Crafty Christmas 25. 40 plus collaborators, 55 plus YouTube videos, YouTube giveaways with 3 prizes, Facebook giveaways with 25 plus prizes, weekly freebies, weekly challenges, and I will put the Linktree link with everybody's links on there. That's all you need. You just need this one Linktree, and you will get to look up everybody's videos that has joined the collaboration. All right, how to enter the giveaways. Giveaway 1, Facebook giveaway. Drawing is December 31st. The video is going to be posted December 31st. To enter, you need to go to Sweet Pea Papers Junk Journals Facebook group, Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, Junk Journal Tutorial and Paper Crafts Facebook group. Post your Christmas project using any Christmas papers using the hashtag Teri's Crafty Christmas 25 in the post from December 1st through the 30th at 3 p.m. Pacific in any or all of the above Facebook groups. You can post the same post in all 3 groups for more entries, but you can only post 1 per day per group. Each post is worth 1 entry into the Teri's Crafty Christmas 25 Facebook giveaway. There are 20 prizes, 20 plus prizes, from JJ kits to a Christmas folio. So there's going to be a lot of prizes. That's exciting. The YouTube giveaway 2 is a YouTube giveaway. Drawing is December 31st. Video will be posted December 31st. To enter, comment on any of the Sweet Pea Papers at Teri's Crafty Christmas 25 videos from December 1st through the 30th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Use the hashtag Teri's Crafty Christmas and get 1 entry per post, 1 post per video in the Teri's Crafty Christmas 25 YouTube giveaway. 3 junk journal kits will be given away on YouTube. Important videos created by collaborators, prize donors, and designers are not included in the Teri's Crafty Christmas 25 YouTube giveaway. I didn't even need to read that, but okay. So all the links are going to be on the Linktree link that I'm going to put down in the description box. So let's get to it. Okay, this is the project that I came up with for this collaboration. I know most of you, if you know me personally, I've been in the community for a long time with junk journals. Well, I'm going back to, this is more of an album, mini album folio kind of thing, because that is actually what I started my crafting with, and I wanted to, I don't know, try it again. So here's what we have. This is what we're going to build. And a pocket and a pocket. This will hold it closed for you because we're going to put photo mats or something like that in there. This is a pretty basic, more simple style here because time constraints and all. This is going to open, and this is a waterfall for some landscape. And I made it mostly for 4x6, which you can of course go lower, and that's always fun too. These are going to be some little suspender little suspender belly bands right there. So I haven't even put those down yet. And this is going to open, this is going to open, and we're going to have photo mats to fill in. So that's just a little prototype. But I have everything cut and ready to go due to time. Now this is going to be a cutting guide, and I'm going to put it in, or I'm going to try. I should be able to fit that into the description box. So you will have all the measurements, and it's very, very, very simple. Usually I just build. I don't pay that much attention to going back and trying to redo it. So it'll say cut 2 pieces of cardstock at 8 by 8, and then it'll say score on the 1/2 inch on the 9-inch side. So that's about as difficult as it's going to get on any guide you get from me. So here we go. So the first is the cover and the binding. And that was, actually you're going to cut 2 pieces of cardstock at 8 inches by 8 inches. You're going to cut 2 pieces of cardstock at 8 inches by 9 inches. You're going to score, let's see, here is your 8 inch by 8 inch. Looking all over for it, and it was right there. 2 of them, 8 inch by 8 inch, and here are the 8 by 9. So get your bone folder out, whatever you use. This one I just got at bonefolder.com, and I am loving it. I just got it last week. So we're going to score on the 8 by 9, the 8 inch by 9 inch. We're going to score on both sides of the 9 inch side, because I am making this little book just a small little 8 by 8 album, folio, whatever you want to call it. So I've already added my tape to save time. And this is 80-pound cardstock, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Which you don't have to use. I mean, you use whatever you want. I'm just telling you what I have. And we're going to score that. This feels absolutely funny. I'm not used to building on camera. So when I fumble around, you might get a little bit of a entertainment section in here. Okay. So one thing I'm I'm not really good at getting it on straight exactly the first time around all the time. So I'm going to grab a glue stick. You can grab wet glue or anything else like that if you want a little bit more time to position it, right? So let's take off the tape on one of them, and I'm going to run my glue stick over it. By the way, I think I said these were covers, but we're making covers. Okay, here we go. Let's try to get it straight. No laughing. See how that glue helps me move it around a little bit until I get it where I'm happy. right? You know what I did not do? Watch this. Hopefully, because the glue is on it, I can take it apart. There we go. We are going to miter. I did not even think about that. I am so sorry. We are going to miter these ends just a little. Over here as well. Just kind of give it a little angle. It was still sticky. I had to check. Okay, let's try this again. I make mistakes all the time. So y'all don't think that your mistakes cannot be corrected. Okay? I'm trying not to get my head all in the... Let's see if that went on. There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. Remove the tape. Backing. I'm just trying to get it straight. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. Miter those insides a little bit. We're going to do the same thing. There we go. Add our glue stick. If you are a little shaky-handed like I am, whoop. Well, come on. Do the same to the other side. We're going to do probably a couple of videos. I'm going to try to get this build done in the first video, but we are going to do some decorating and filling it up. So I'm super excited about this. Okay, let's get your other side straight as you can. And remember, It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. You just want to get it as close as you can. And if you put that glue stick on there, you got a little wiggle room, which I need right now. Come on. Did I cut it crooked or what? Maybe. There we go. Okay, looky here. We have our front cover and our back cover. And you're going to see that comes all the way through, right? So now we're going to put in a spine. I made this really too thick, but I'm going to use these as Christmas gifts. So I'm going to fill them pretty full, and I may even come back and put another page in the middle. So I cut this. This is Craftex, by the way. You can also use cardstock or cardstock and Tyvek or however you normally do. But I'm using a piece of Craftex, and I actually cut it. Let's see. I cut it at 3 inches by 8 inches. So you don't have to do that much. With this, you could probably be just fine with a 1/2 inch instead of an inch. And that's okay. I plan on stuffing mine with a lot of pictures and things like that. So you do not have to make your binding as big as I did or as thick as I did. So if you don't know what Craftex is kind of indestructible. Looky there. You can't tear it, and it's super, super tough, I guess you could say. So that your binding is going to last no matter if you're a little bit heavy-handed with it. It's kind of a mix of paper and material. You can go so far as to wash this in the washing machine, and it is fine. So I'm going to actually taper these corners. Oh, I forgot. We scored it. So we cut it at... I'm going to be all over the place, y'all. Sorry about that. We did cut it at 3 inches by 8 inches, or I did. You don't have to. You could do 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Be fine. And I scored it at I scored it at 1 inch, and again at 2 inches. So now I'm going to taper these ends, all 4. Give them a little, ooh, I don't know what I did there, but it's fine. You're not even going to see that. Okay. And so now I'm going to fold it on the score marks and give it a really good smush. I wasn't sure how many newbies were on here, so I went ahead and got this. This is Craftex. Just so you can see with the glare on it. Craft paper fabric. But this is what your Craftex looks like. And it comes in a roll. Okay, they come in rolls of white, craft colored you just saw, and then black. All right, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac to glue these in. What we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to glue them in to make our binding. Okay. So we're going to take the open side and you want to take it to, before I put glue on there, about 1/8 of an inch maybe, right under your score mark. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to use Fabri-Tac to do mine. You can use whatever adhesive you'd like. I just want to get a good stick down, right? But I also don't want to get it everywhere, which I'm good at doing too. So, slip it in there. And get it right under, okay? There we are. And press. And press. And press. Whoops, that pulled up. Don't do that. Stay down there. I'm not giving it enough time, I don't think, but when we start our decorating, we have some cute papers that were donated to show. And so I have a feeling I'm going to have a really good time making some cute flat embellishments for this project. Usually I'm sewing and lacing it up, and so going back to flat embellishments it's kind of difficult. Okay, here we go. Same thing. Watch where you have it. About 1/8 of an inch or so. I think my cutting on this project was not looking like it was the best job I've ever done. There we go. I'm getting glue everywhere, but that's okay. Oop. Careful there. Look what I did. It's all right. Okay, now we are going to go ahead and, well, now we're going to go ahead and cut the front. We're going to go back to the front. Here we go. We're going to cut Where am I at? Front cover. Cut one piece of cardstock at 9 inches by 3 1/2. Come on. Okay, for the front cover, cut one piece of cardstock at 9 by 3 1/2. Score it on both the short sides and one of the 9-inch sides. Okay, and score it at 1/2 inch. So on 3 sides. Then we need to cut an 8-inch by 5 1/2 and score at a 1/2 inch on the 8-inch side here, on one on the long side, and then add your tape. Here we've got 9-inch by 5 1/2, and you're going to score on all 3 sides, both 5 1/2 inch sides and one of the 9-inch sides. Okay, we are going to taper. I don't want it real bulky, so I really don't want them touching. So I'm kind of coming on a good ways out for those. There we go. I couldn't see for the tape on the other side. There we go. We're going to fold, smush it. Burnish, sorry. And I am going to still cut a little bit more off here because it's still touching. There. See, that'll take away a lot of that bulk. That one's not. That's good. Now let's do the same with the others. I'm going to taper. And I hope I'm staying in the camera view. I haven't even looked. We're going to taper and taper. We're going to flip it back. Smush it. I've never even planned this far ahead before. Usually I just hold it up there and cut and measure and cut. There's not really a plan for finishing. But this one I actually planned. I'm kind of proud of myself. I can have a plan in my mind, and then it's almost like it's talking to me and saying, no, try it another way. Do this instead. Your projects do that. Do they visit with you and try to change your mind? Okay, I'm cutting a little bit more. I don't want them to touch. There. Doing a little more. Wish I had my little scissors over here. I took them in the house to fussy cut. Haven't even done it yet. There we go. Okay. So all our sides are done. All of those are done. Okay, let's get this piece right here, and we're going to cover up my boo-boo. Ha ha ha. This is the one we cut at 9 by 5 1/2. We're going to take the tape off, and we are going to lay it as a pocket right up against all 3 sides. and it should fit nicely. So take our back off of the adhesive. We need some music playing or something, for goodness sake. Here we go. And I'm going to use my glue stick trick, because like I said, the moment I don't use it is the moment I'm going to stick it to the wrong place. So we're going to do this and lay it as best I can right up against all of it. Now you can see we haven't closed up these sides yet, because we're going to add some photo mats there. Use that room. Okay, where is my... Somebody's moving stuff. Always. Good enough. No, it's not. Wow. Most of it was good. Okay. We're going to leave that for right now. I can get some undo later and undo it. Okay. Now we're going to do this one, the 9 by 3.5. Remove our tape backing. Didn't help me last time, but we're going to do it anyway. I did not pay close enough attention. Lay that one on top at the bottom. Just line it up better than I did. And burnish it out. Now we're going to get the last piece, which is the 8 by 5.5. Remove your tape backing. And we're going to cover my boo-boo. I'm sorry, I have to turn it around so I can see it. I'm going to do a little tape, a little glue. Let's see, let's move out a little bit. Now you always could come behind. I don't know why. I just prefer to do it this way, because when we mat, that paper will go there, right? And kind of hide my back, and which it would in the back as well, but I don't know. This is just my preference. Yeah. We have our front cover, guys. Our front cover is done. Let's go to the inside, and we're going to work on the waterfall. So the waterfall is actually pretty easy. We're going to cut where's the waterfall? We are going to cut 6 by 4. 6 pieces of cardstock. Oh, it's a 6 by 4 inch for photos. 6 by 4 inch landscape for photos. But, okay. I'm going to put mine in upside down. You need to cut, let's see, cut 6 pieces of cardstock at 6.5 by 5. And you're going to score all 6 pieces at 1/2 inch on the long side, right? I picked up the wrong thing. Here we go. 6.5 by 5. 6 of them. Okay. After you get all of your adhesive on, do a really good job of smushing them down. And let's see. This is 8 inches. So I'm going to find the midpoint and make me a little mark. Then I'm going to find the midpoint on this one. And make a little mark. That way I can center them pretty well. Right? So just put your marks together. Okay, so let's go ahead and just prep our 6.5 by 5. All 6 of them. Get them taped and scored and, taped and burnished, and we'll be back. Okay, push those to the side. They're ready, right? So now we are going to cut a piece of cardstock at 11 or by 3 by 11, right? So we can do that together. There's 11. Kind of marked it. There we go. It's the only one I could fit on my desk right quick. Then we're going to score. Oh, I should have cut that second cut. It's fine. Then we're going to score at a 1/2 inch on either end here. On each end. Now we're going to actually bring this back out and measure down. And this doesn't have to be precise. We're using magnets on it. So measure down. Let's do from the top. Measure down to 5. And we're going to cut it about 5 inches. This is going to be your piece that comes up across your waterfall. So now we're going to add our tape to these. Got it. burnish, burnish, burnish. Alright, now I messed up when I first did my prototype. So go back to the front. Here's your pocket, and then open it up. Your waterfall is going to go on this side, right? I have to work from the top in a minute. But the first thing I'm going to do myself is figure out where these go, okay? So we marked a midpoint. I need to do the same down here. This is where I messed up earlier. I'll have to go back with some undo and fix that. This way. So at 4 and 4, there's my midpoint, right? And these are cut at 3. This is just the easiest way. I'm not the greatest with math. So whatever is easiest makes me happy. There we go. There's the midpoint. There's our midpoint here. I did the wrong ends. That's lovely. Yes, if you came to see the real thing, oopsies and all, you came to the right place. Good grief. There it is. Okay. So we have it on this end. I'm going to flip it. Remember, this is upside down, okay? It's upside down. Which did I do here? Okay, we did the longest on the bottom. So we'll do that. But another thing I plan on doing is rounding these corners, but we can do that in a minute. This is why I marked them. I'll show you. So I could place them pretty good and even, right? That's why I've got the mark there. Can you see the mark right there? And the mark right here? So we did the shortest, or I did the shortest one for the top. Now we're going to take this, match up our marks again. Excuse me. Do a little glue there. Flip it around. Now this is the longer one, right? Put it on your marks. There we go. Well, come on. Come on. And use your top one to line them up pretty. And just ignore this. Like I said, we're going to have to do some undo or something. Smush them down really good. We're going to flip it back over. So here it is, your top. Upside down, right? Upside down. And we are going to add these. Where's the one with my mark on it? Come along. Come on. There it is. And I need to mark the midpoint here as well. So 4 inches, 4 inches. There. I think my grandbaby had my pen. Here we go. All right. Yes, you got to get that tape backing off. That's a good thing. Here we go. I'm going to use my glue again. And I'm going to put mark to mark. Sit. You don't want to go completely to the line, okay? Because you're going to want it to shut a little bit. So come down, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, something like that. Because you want that to close. Okay. Flip it open, and now we're good to go. I'll do one more with you, and then I will leave you on your own while I put the rest on. We're going to put our glue on if you choose. And we're going to flip it around, and we're going to get right up on that other one. Do you see where your 1/2 inch score mark was here? Then we laid down. So you can just butt that right up against it. And as long as you do a good job of lining them up here, it's going to be pretty. You're going to have a nice waterfall. Okay. Let's get that done. Okay, how's it looking over here? This is what it should look like when you are finished. And we're going to come back for the magnets and things. Let's go ahead and cut a 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch square. You are going to score it at a 1/2 inch all the way around and add your adhesive. Then we are actually going to cut it from corner to corner. Go ahead and do that. Then you'll have 2 pieces as such. And now we're going to actually miter these. We don't want them bulky at all. And I'm going to take off here. I don't want them to touch. Be too bulky. Here we go. All right. Come on, come on. There we go. Now let's fold. Make sure, these are going to be 2 corner pockets. Okay. I hope I could edit that part out since I made a boo-boo. But we're going to fix it. I pulled them right up because I had glue on them. I put down the corners that we did. But first, we need to lay the doors. So, here we go. Get your doors. That was the split piece at 9 by 8, split in half at 4. And on the 9-inch side, both 9-inch sides, you scored at 1/2 inch. Okay. And make sure you miter those. Okay. Just remember, when mistakes are made, you can always fix them. You can always find a way to fix your oopsies. So, these are going to be a set of doors over here. So fold it back on itself. Burnish it really good. And look at this. Okay. Use my glue stick because thank goodness I did earlier when I had a boo-boo. I was able to pull it right up. Turn, however, is easiest for you to see what you're doing and to get where you need to get. So you want it right on the edge. Okay? Right on the edge. See that? And we're going to do the other side same way. You need to take that tape backing off first. That works so much better. I hope you're enjoying this at least a little bit. I'm learning myself a whole bunch of how to figure out how to teach what I'm doing. I'm figuring out I need a little bit more practice. We're going to work on that. There we go. Right up against the edge, right? There you go. Ooh. It's moving. Shoot. Well, actually on this one, a little over. See, there's the score. Oh, look, they come together perfectly right there. That's amazing. Yay! Now we are going to put in the corner pockets. We put in the doors first so we could hide this. And that was my boo-boo, by the way. I put the corner pockets on first, forgetting that the doors need to go on first. So now, okay, you're not going to go right up in your business all the way over here. We are going to stay about 1/8 of an inch away so it will close properly, right? Now the bottom, get right there on that line. That's fine. But this one on the sides are going to need to be about an eighth of an inch away so they will close. There we go. Can you see that little, just that little tiny bit? That's all that's needed. Here we go. Whoops. And we could do a ton of other stuff with this book, by the way. We could add pockets here or here. Time's sake, I'm not going to do that. But remember, that would be super simple to do. Right? Now I'm going to open this up. And we are going to get our last big sheet, which is 8 by 8 3/4. So we're going to cut 8 by 8 3/4. And we're going to score. What are we going to score at? We're going to score at a 1/2 inch. Nope. We're going to score at 8 inches and 8 1/4 inch. So we're going to score at 8 inches and at 8 1/4 inch. And then we are going to get those folds going. I think I did that backwards. I did. You want to fold where the tape is on the back side. Okay. And then you're going to have a little tiny gusset there. About 1/4 of an inch. Let me make sure. Let's look at our prototype. Make sure. Ah, that's what I did. I think I put it. Oh, I put it on the back. So don't listen to me. We were right the first time. So that's why I love this cardstock. You can just be really mean to it and it's fine. There it is. It's on the back side, facing in. Okay. Does that make sense? Probably not, because I probably confused the crap out of you. We're going to put it on the back. So it's going to fold over like this. Here we go. Take our tape off. And you know what? I'm going to miter this. I don't know if that is absolutely necessary, but I don't know. Habit and will make me feel better. Just a touch. See there? Don't need a big one. There we go. Just a touch. Now we're going to put it behind. And there's that score line. You still want a little wiggle room there. That 8 1/2, oh wait, not 8 1/2. About a 1/8 inch away from there. Right? You just want that little bit away from there. So this is going to come over and give you a 1/4 of an inch. Little gusset here, so you can put thicker things in here, right? So we're going to shut our doors and we're going to pull this over. And look at there. Then you got that little gusset, so you can add a little bit more thickness. Now, I'm going to do this. You absolutely do not have to. I'm going to go through and round. I just like the look of it being rounded. So, well, I like the look of it being rounded nicely. You can do this before you attach it. You could not do this at all. You could make a photo corner thing. They've got those. You can make an angle. They've got the angle punches. I'm just choosing round. Just, you know, just because. So, there we go. Rounded corners. I just like the look of that better. Now I'm going to come to the front and I'm going to round this one as well. Well, my goodness. Should have got my other chomper. There we go. So what we've got so far, you have your front pocket. You're going to open it and you have the nice waterfall. You have plenty of room here that is going to leave you. You can fill this thing up completely. We're going to add suspender belly bands here where we can put bigger photo mats in. We're going to open up, and this, we're going to be able to add a lot of photo mats and things in here as well. So we will come back in just a bit and we're going to add our magnets.